So what's up everybody, it's me, True Starscreamer, and we're here with not only another G.I. Joe Classified Series review, but another Comic-Con exclusive as well. And this was the SDCC Exclusive Cobra Commander, the I Was Once a Man series. Now, first of all, I gotta say, not even looking at the figure, this box art, this presentation, say what you will, Hasbro knows exactly, at least for the box design, of making something feel special. This is number 130. We got the slip cover over here, but oh my gosh, I hope the camera picks it up. There's this lenticular box art on here. I'll take this off, see if that takes... Oh, maybe. Once a Man, that's part of the slip cover. This lenticular box is awesome. Goes through the 3 images of Cobra Commander getting hit with the spores from the movie, and then kind of in the hybrid form. You can see we've got Globulus on here, Nemesis Enforcer, or Nemesis Immortal, whatever they're calling him now, I don't know. I think we've got the Falcon on here, and Roadblock carrying the guy. This is on a Velcro, so again, if you want to keep this mint and sealed box, you can. Art here is awesome, and the presentation in the plastic looks really good. I've been excited for this. Yes, I was part of the whole rant, by the way, of these guys showing up on the website, immediately sold out. I was completely on my keyboard bitching and moaning, saying why couldn't I get this, and then I was able to get it the next day. So I was that fanboy. But enough about this, frankly, glorious packaging, and let's look at the figure itself and see if it is worth all the hubbub. I am very, very, very torn on this figure. First and foremost, I mean, they did some really cool things with the Commander Snake form. So let's be objective on this. The painting is really well done. I love the fact, like, at the boots and all, he's all greffed up, he's covered in dirt. You can see here on the uniform when it was tearing apart. I can't remember if he was on fire or what, but it just, thrown in the dirt as it was tearing up. That's really well done. This is actually very, very well done. The snake body, scaled quite nicely. I've got both the front and the back taken over here. His face itself, the serpentine eyes, the teeth on here, he's mutating. So they captured that really, really well. These legs here, not the easiest to balance them on. I'm going to say that right now. So, get that. Come on, stay. I might be having to hold him here for a bit. That's kind of a pain in the tail. I've got no problem with the torso on here. They could have done the the ball peg torso, but I'm not crying about it. The head, it's not on the disc hinge, but it does look very clean. Double barbell on here. Got a actually pretty decent butterfly joint on here. And the joint, and he's pretty tight. I want to say this. He's definitely on the stiffer side. I hit him with a hairdryer, but he's still, especially these knees, very, very tight on here. These are probably the same legs we're going to get with the Retro Cobra Commander. Keep that in mind. But cosmetically, he's really fine. Accessories. I kept these guys in the tray because, frankly, it's just a pain in the butt getting him out. He's got the dagger, which has the painted pommel, and he's got the hairdryer gun, which has a little speck of red, and he's got the same hands the other Cobra Commanders have, with the pointing hand, 1 cupping hand, 2 fists, and the pistol hands that he's got. Pretty much I'm keeping these in here because, how Hasbro accessories are. I don't want that dagger to bend up, unfortunately. Other accessories include the backpack holster for the gun. So, I mean, this is also, again, also the same Cobra Commander, the Mickey Mouse Cobra Commander, so it's the same body on there. So we've got the backpack holster for the pistol. He has a helmet on here, regular helmet, which I will say does look pretty cool with just the helmet and the exploding snake body. That is pretty neat. We also have a shattered faceplate. Now, believe it or not, this was actually one of the accessories I was really looking forward to, because I was hoping that somehow I would be able to remove that faceplate and put in the shattered faceplate, but no, you cannot. You can sort of fit it over his face and it'll squeeze over it, but you see the plastic does flex on it, so you can kind of give him that partial faceplate. I mean, I remember when I was watching the movie, and this was Cobra Commander. And I was like, what the heck? I will admit, I totally prefer the Larry Hama, real American hero, human Cobra Commander of being a guy, you know, a disgruntled guy who becomes a terrorist, per se. This just storyline, it made me great. Because I like Cobra Commander. That's as weird as it is. The Skybound comic, the fact they still went with his origin with the Skybound comics, still had me a little 50-50 on that Cobra Commander, at least with the first issue. But the Cobra Commander miniseries, I do recommend. It's just still knowing that he's this. I don't know. Then we come with this, the mutated Cobra Commander, or de-evolving one, actually turning into a snake. The one that would, all that was just saying was, once a man, once a man. Yeah, we get the point. But, this is pretty neat. It's 95% a slug of a single piece of plastic. And then we do have a little bit of articulation on the arms. You're supposed to be able to wrap him around roadblock. But, hold on here. Let me put him over here. Edit point. I couldn't find my roadblock, so I found a rollout instead. And, yeah. I'm not too confident about how this guy grips on him. You definitely gotta do some bending and flexing, and I see that seam here on the tail. I'm hoping I'm not putting any crazy stress on it. I honestly don't think I'd ever display him with that. You do have to point out, you do have to know that the paint is really well done. I do like the Cobra, how well the Cobra hood is on here. The mouth is really well painted, and the eyes are really well done. This, though, it works really well as a display piece. I've got to point that out. On a side note, the vest, the torn vest, is removable, and this, I have to say, is a very, very nice touch of having the Cobra hood, you know, on his back. I think that's a really cool thing. Just again, the details on this are well done. You can't gripe them for that. You know what I'm saying? They did put some love into this project. You know I had to gear him up. But for the final thoughts on this, how can I put this? If you are a completionist, if you have a problem, like maybe this reviewer does right here, you're gonna get him. Whether he's a good figure or not, you already have him. So, it's, you see, that's that falling again. I went ahead and put the backpack on him. I mean, again, what they did is good. Again, I love these torn pieces. Again, the painting on here. I actually kind of like him with the helmet on. It just looks like somehow Cobra Commander just roided himself up with snake DNA. One of my big things, though, is this is also... That helmet's on a little loose. Oh, wow, I didn't notice that painting on there. That's pretty cool. This is actually one of the worst things I ever thought they ever did to this character, to be blunt. So, one, I've got that going on there. The distribution, you know, he's going to be aftermarket. He's a convention exclusive. In some ways, he's a good convention exclusive because it's a part of G.I. Joe that some people don't like to acknowledge. You know, in the comics, this does not happen. This does not exist in the Real American Hero comics. Skybound stuff a little different, but so I'm going to say this: if you're a completionist, you're going to buy him, you're going to track him down, you're going to get him, and I totally understand that. If you are a real American Hero fan, if you are not a fan of the Cobra Law stuff, I would honestly say just pass on it. This is, again, Hasbro did a good job for this exclusive. Holding it in my hands, I see why this is an exclusive. I do not feel my life would have been lesser if I didn't get him. It also just means now I wouldn't have to get the Nemesis, Enforcer, Immortal, whatever, Pythona, and the rest of that. Now, I've got him. We'll see about that. This is cool. We'll probably, and you might see this guy appearing in some of my photography, but I think this is just pretty much could be going as a showpiece in my display. You know, when I finally get the full G.I. Joe display completely set up, I think he's still just gonna stay in the box, to be honest. But those are my thoughts. Let me know your thoughts down below. Do you feel that this, I mean, again, do you feel your life is incomplete without this in your life? Or you're just like, hey, cool, I got it, or hey, cool, I didn't get it, life goes on. Let me know down there. This is that's what the comments are for. If you're new here, please hit that subscribe button. If you like this video, give it a like. We got more exclusives on the way. My Jada Toy stuff has arrived of both Chun-Li and Ken. I do have Casey Jones actually on order as well. He just hasn't come into me. I was able to snag him before the convention. So we got a lot of cool things, and I hope to see you guys for those videos. So, as I always like to say, until next time, take care. Peace.